Finisher? I barely know her. So, Ash got a light rework. The shurikens do more shurikens, smoke now lasts longer, teleport consumed its augment, and Bladestorm got a new moddable exalted weapon. All around, pretty good rework. So this video should obviously be about covering the rework, right? Specifically the Bladestorm rework. I mean, why wouldn't it? It's the biggest change to his kit, it's new, it's interesting, it's powerful. It's actually not. Well, the last one is true, but I'll touch on that later. You see, there I was testing this build in Cascade, and I had everything ready to go for the cap. The damage was consistently in the range for one-shotting level cap cracks, without the slash dot by the way. And combined with Ash's survivability, this run was straight up gonna be free. And about 1/3 of the way through the run, I called my girlfriend over because I wanted to show her the build. I was sitting in the corner showing off a couple Bladestorms, and her response to this was, "So you don't get to play the game." And it hit me. A realization that I think I've known all along. Bladestorm is really boring. Something to understand is I have a very fond memory of mine from years ago when my brother first showed me Warframe, specifically when he was showing me Ash's original Bladestorm. So I've been stuck in this cycle of trying to build Bladestorm over the years, realize it's boring, and then burying that realization behind a happy memory. But surely this time, this 6th attempt, it's gonna be different. It wasn't. I actually left that Cascade run early. Don't get me wrong, Bladestorm has been powerful for a long time, and after this rework, it's even more so. Day 1 of this update, in conjunction with Hairless Persian and the Demon Prince, we were able to put together a Bladestorm build that was consistently putting out a couple 100 million damage per finisher. So I guess I still want to show that off, right? I can't let all that hard work we did go to waste. Uh-oh. Somewhere in between finishing the build and recording it, I guess I removed all the mods. I actually can't remember why I did this. I do remember taking a screenshot though, but for some reason that's gone too. I could probably figure out what I was running and repiece this build back together, but at this point, I'm kind of taking this as a sign to give up on this fundamentally boring ability. I guess if you're really looking for a Bladestorm build, you'll just have to join one of the best Warframe Discord servers of all time, and get it from one of these two goobers. So what about this video? I mean, I'm still wanting to make a build video on Ash. I've actually been wanting to for a while now. So I'm here to present you my actual build for Ash, where I take Roar and subsume it over Ash's 4. Ash is the ninja boy, who at one point was almost the ninja girl. Weapons platform Ash is single-handedly a build of all time. You like crit weapons? Smokescreen plus Conspicular give you more crit. You like status weapons? Roar gives you double dipping dot damage. You like crit status weapons? Oh. The build itself is actually pretty straightforward. You subsume Roar onto him, and then boost its damage with Precision Intensify, Molt Augmented, and then Arcane Conspicular. This will result in an 84% Roar, which is more than enough of a boost for most dot weapons. Augmented and Conspicular will also put you over the 143% breakpoint, so that Seek and Shuriken can fully armor strip an enemy with a single Shuriken. The other augment I run is Smoke Shadow, which will apply an unscalable 150% crit chance to anyone affected by Ash's smoke. This buff really isn't anything to write home about, because it's only additive with crit mods. However, this augment plus Conspicular's plus 3x final crit multi is a nice to have for most crit weapons. I doubled down on Smokescreen's duration by running both Narrow-Minded and Prime Continuity, which after the rework gives you a juicy 30-second invisibility. The Aura slot and the Auxiliary slot can really be whatever you want, but I like to run Ready Steel because I like the extra initial combo on my melee heavy spam builds. I also like running Prime Sure-Footed because, well, you know, ass DPS is 0 DPS. And finally I run Energy Nexus. When it's combined with the build's overinflated duration, this enables an infinite looping of the Smoke and Roar ability, where you end up gaining more energy over time than you are actually spending on these abilities. Rolling Guard and Prime Flow are kind of the flex mods. I still would recommend running them, as Rolling Guard is a nice survivability option for awkward moments. It can also clear statuses if you happen to catch one. And Flow provides a nice energy buffer if you find yourself using a lot of shurikens. Both aren't really necessary for the build, and could be swapped out for other options. As for Archon Shards, I don't have a hard recommendation for these. If you want, you could really forego these and the build will function just fine. But I like to run 1 casting and then 4 parkour speeds. I like going fast. And that's pretty much the build. I initially built this Ash specifically for both solo and group cascade, but I've been finding myself more and more just picking up this build for regular activities. And I still have yet to find an activity in the star chart I haven't been able to complete with this Ash. Maybe Eidolon hunting would be kinda awkward, but I can reasonably see a scenario where it could work out.
I'm cooking up in the lab like I'm Rick and Morty. 40 power, hit a monster, turn your brain to pasta. Hit a opera, straight swinging just like I'm a roster. Smoking ganja and I'm zooted, walking in my Pradas. Any nigga touch my game.